More often than I would like to admit, I go through stages where I just wish I could destroy something to take out my anger. Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk about that a little bit today because it is genuinely something that I personally want to get better at, and hopefully I can help some other people too if you take the time to listen. So I'm going against my current here. I'm going to build a little cottage today, and I'm just gonna talk about my struggles and why I get so mad, and hopefully just kind of come to terms with it. Because, like I've said before, I I feel like it's just so much easier to let my problems go when I talk about them out loud. So hopefully that will work. I'm not very good with commands, so I'm a very slow builder even in creative mode, so bear with me. But I just get so mad sometimes, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to keep it together for the people around me. I'm really trying to, you know, be the friend that I know my friends want to have. I'm trying to be the friend that I want to have. I'm trying to be considerate of that for everyone around me. And sometimes I just tip over, and I don't understand it, but the desire to break something is just so strong sometimes. Either that or do something that is otherwise violent. Go drive fast. I don't know. I don't really want to hurt somebody per se. I just want to do something rash, you know? And it's just because I feel like a loser. Like, there are so many ways that my life could just be so much better right now. And it's not. Yeah, I feel like there are so many bad people living their happy, easy little lives like nothing's wrong. And and I don't know. It's like why can't the good people ever win? Why can't the good people have what they deserve? And it doesn't make sense. It really isn't exactly fair. I'm still questioning that. And I understand God has a plan and he wants everything to work out. He will make everything work out. Everything will work out the way he sees fit. And waiting for those answers is so hard for me. And spacing out my builds is so hard for me because I don't know if I'm getting this right. Yeah, I think I'm getting it right. Yeah. I'm starting a new creative world, by the way, if you guys can't tell. Because I already am simultaneously playing on two survival worlds. And I'll just be honest, I had a hard time finding the motivation to commit to both worlds. That being the one I play regularly, like off camera, and then the one I play for YouTube. I felt like I couldn't be bothered to focus on both. And this channel is still trying to find its identity. And I want to spread hope here. I want to, draw attention to the good things in the world. But life is not perfect, and we can't pretend that it is. And so sometimes we do have to talk about the issues, like my rage. Most of my friends have told me that they don't see me as a person who gets mad and has fits of rage. But that's just because it's all on the inside. I hide it. I'm really good at hiding it. I'm a really good liar. But some things just make me so mad. I don't understand. And I need to get better at giving my problems to God. I wish I could focus on that more. And man, I am trying. I really am. But it's not an easy fight. And I'm trying to not necessarily subdue the anger, because it is important to feel your emotions, but I want to better control it and not let it out, because I do have a history of lashing out and yelling and shouting and swearing at people. And I do have a history of breaking some things. There are things that I've broken that I really wish I didn't do. Both physical and emotional things. And I'm just trying to be a better person. Trying to be who the Lord wants me to be. You know, I'm just trying to be good. But it's so hard to be good when everything around you tries to prevent that. I'm stuck at a job that is not desirable for my age. And I lack the motivation to complete the training for anything better, anything that pays better. And speaking of paying better, things are just so expensive. The corporate billionaires just get greedier and greedier, and they don't care about us. And it's just so hard to just be able to live without worrying if you're gonna pay off your credit card on time, if you're gonna make rent, all that. And I hate it. I just wish everyone was better. I just wish we were all better. Like, I wish people lived in a place of helping each other instead of what's in it for me, how much money can I make out of this. And I do that too. I'm willing to admit that I do that too. I don't just always do stuff just to do it. I usually want something. If it's, especially, I mean, I'm not going to go to work for free. You know, if they weren't paying me, I would not be doing my job. I help my friends for free, sure. I mean, I love them, and I would do so much for them. I would give up so much for them. But I can't do services like that for free. I can't work for free because life is way too expensive. And I'm trying to get by as legally as possible, as politely as possible. But it's so hard. And it's often unfair to be the good guy. Like, it really is not fair to do things the right way. Many of the most successful people cheated to get there. As an example, I'll use Ray Kroc, the first CEO of McDonald's. McDonald's was not originally a chain location. It was just a small-time restaurant founded by the McDonald brothers, and they had really strong family values. They had quality in mind, and speed. Speed was definitely a thing that they prided themselves on, but quality above all. And Ray came in, helped them start franchising, and eventually, I'll avoid sharing all the details. I encourage you to read about it on your own. There's even a movie about it. Eventually, he kind of just screwed them over and made some legal loopholes to win the company over for himself. And he went down super rich and founded one of the most successful companies in the world, all by stealing it from two guys who were just trying to run an honest business. And all that to say, I'm just going to wrap that back around and say it's like so many of the most successful people cheated to get there. And it's not fair to be the good guy. And I'm trying to be the good guy, but it's so hard. And it just makes me so mad that I really just want to go and break something. I want to undo somebody else's hard work. Somebody else who I don't believe deserves it. And it's not my right to take revenge. It's not my right to undo somebody else's hard work. Revenge belongs to the Lord, and he will repay as he sees fit. It is not my job to do, but it is so, so tempting. And I'm trying to better recognize that, to better understand that he will do what he wants to do in his time. Maybe not wants to do, but intends to, because there are things that the Lord does that he wishes he didn't have to. But I don't know. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. This is more of a vent, I guess, because it's hard to restrain myself. It really is. And there's so much evil. And it's just so hard to stand by and let it happen. There's been a development in security recently. I'm sure many of you are now aware of the flock cameras. Maybe your city has them, maybe it doesn't. My city has a few. And if you're unaware, it's a new surveillance technology. But it's very 1984 style. Definitely read 1984 if you have not. It's very eye-opening about the directions that government is going in. And these cameras, they're good technology, but people involved in law enforcement are using them in ways that they should not. They are abusing their power. Police, not all police, let me say that not all cops are bad, but there are bad cops. And those bad cops have used this technology they're basically becoming predators. They are becoming the things they swore to destroy. They have used them to follow women, to track them down. And so this technology that was created for a good thing is just being used for evil. And that just invokes more rage in me, more urge to go destroy something. And if it weren't for the risk of getting caught, I really would like to go and destroy those cameras. You know, I just want to break stuff. I get so mad and so fed up about evil people being in power, being so successful, and it's like, why them? Why not me? An honest person who just wants to help people. Why can't I be successful? Why can't I get what I want? And so it just feels unfair. And I feel like I am obligated to do something about it, but I don't know what I can do other than just pray and bring it to God. And I'm really trying to better come to terms with that. Submit to him and confess that he has all the power. Because it's really hard for me to admit that. I absolutely abhor not being in control of a situation that I find myself in. It's the thing that frustrates me the most. is knowing that there are bad things going on in my life that I simply just can't fix. And why I believe breaking stuff is going to solve that, I don't know. It's almost as if I want to see bad people hurt, but they will. They will in the right time. If they do not confess their sins, if they do not change their ways, if they do not turn to God, they will suffer. And one day, the people who just want to do good, the people who just want to follow God, we will win. He will give us victory. He will destroy the devil and remove all of the evil. And I don't know when that will be. And I get more eager and more eager for that. It might be in my lifetime, it might not. We don't know when the Lord is coming back. But I just keep wanting it more and more. And I'm trying to fight the temptation of taking matters into my own hands. And I don't really know if I can spin this to make a lesson out of it or a moral. It's more of a confession to you guys. Just for me to say it out loud and get it out there, because it is a real struggle. I want to break stuff and hurt people who I feel like deserve it. But it's not my job, and I need to accept that. And so this is me telling myself no by turning around and creating something instead of destroying something. I don't really know what I'm going for with this structure. I'm just kind of building while I talk, which, if you can't tell, I'm not very good at, but I don't know. I'm just messing around. And I said, I don't know. I told myself I was going to stop saying I don't know. It's a filler phrase that I'm trying to eliminate. Yeah, that's basically all I've got. I'm sorry if you came looking for something hopeful, something moral. I don't have the strength today, and that's perfectly fine. I'm trying to get better, and I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be more gentle, more caring. And I'm doing good, but I just keep messing up at some parts. And I want to get better. And it's not something that I'll ever be perfect at. I will always have a little bit of anger inside of me. I should have anger inside of me. I can't just sit by and let bad things happen, but at the same time, I really just do have to bring it to God, and I'm trying to just more respect that, more come to terms with it. And it looks like I messed up the walls. I got 2 there and 1 there. What am I doing? Alright. Well, I'm just gonna leave it here then. That's unfortunate. Who knows, I might just delete this video, but if you're seeing it, then I guess I decided not to delete it. I don't know. I'm tired of messing stuff up, and I want to do good things with my life.